Welcome, guys. We are joined here now by Goose, the loose, and yeah, he's playing for Houston this season. Goose, what are we thinking about the team this year? What are you kind of seeing against LA over there?
Well, we have a very solid team. We got Louis as our biggest pusher. He's very good at attacking. He's very good at getting flicks and beating people to the ball. Detra's a very good defender. He can do whatever he needs to. And, me, obviously the GOAT. um, I'm a good second man. I can be a third man if I need to be. I'm good at being consistent and being there. Snazzy, he's always available. He's a super nice guy, keeps team morale up, and overall, we just have a very amazing team.
Yeah, it kind of go through. Like I know you mentioned a few people, but if you want to go a little bit more in depth about kind of what makes each player on the team like just that special, or either what made their spark throughout the season.
Okay, well, I'll start off with Louis. He's one of the most amazing people I've ever met. He's a super nice dad. He's, really helpful. He tries to help everyone on the team the best to his ability. He's always willing to do, training because he's the highest rank on the team, so he's also the most experienced. So he's always willing to get us the help we need and working on what we need, getting, workshop maps. He's kind of like the coach of the team. So it really helps us play better as a team. Detra, he fit in our team without having to play there for a long time. He really just clicked off instantly, and that's really what helped us, especially because he's a super nice guy and just overall, like always willing to help. Snazzy, one of the most inviting and warm people I've met in so long, and has come a long way in the season, both with the team and the rank. He's always trying to do stuff and set stuff up outside of the league and trying to get the more aspect of chemistry going. I Brochi, one of the most chill players I've ever met. Never lost his cool before. He's super laid back. And Mex, the funny one. He always has a joke up his sleeve. Always keeps team spirits high and surprisingly has rotations that are quite similar to a GC, like our coach said.
Wow, that's a pretty good lineup there. But we're gonna kind of switch the line a little bit here. Why did you pick this gamer tag?
It's kind of been my username on Xbox since like 2013, so it's kind of stuck with me along with Twitch #ad, and in the Rocket League. Plus, I like honking.
Oh, yeah, that's a good reason. But I guess now we'll dig a little bit deeper here into this Houston team. What was really either some of the tough losses or just things that didn't go well throughout the season?
I wish I had the team since the start. That's the main thing. That was the main loss. Is that I wish I had the team from the start because we would have been able to have more chemistry and known each other more and had a bigger bond. And I love building a team with people who genuinely care about each other and that do their best to win because it just made the experience much more enjoyable. So my biggest loss, I would say, was probably having to rebuild a team from the start after having my two top styles leave.
Yeah, it's always a rough one there when you have your top teams just not be there always, and that just makes a little bit things just a little bit down in the dumps. But then we kind of get into what kind of was the uplifts throughout the season, what really made the season your own, and kind of going into this playoffs. You have LA coming up this weekend or tomorrow actually, and that's just very, very impressive just to see that we got two top teams in there. And just what's the greatest things out of this season?
Surprisingly, our biggest win was also overcoming the losses in the beginning of the season of our two high styles leaving because by that happening, we were able to get Louis in and we were able to get, Ibrochi in. We were able to get the whole team together. It was a loss, but I love how we overcame that problem. Another win I would say we have was that we have beat LAM before in the playoffs recently and putting them into the loser bracket. So that is a very big win for us because we know we can beat them. They're a very strong team. I'm not saying that they're bad at all, but we know that we can beat them, and they have to beat us twice, and we only have to beat them once. So I feel like that is a very big win on our part.
Yeah, that bracket reset is a little bit of, I guess, an advantage there, but it's a rematch now, and a rematch is always kind of like having the interview with Boosty. It was just he's very excited to see this rematch, and I hope you are as well. We're all excited to see this rematch, and we're happy with whatever the result is, just because we know that we're gonna get fantastic Rocket League. We're just gonna get fantastic everything out of that night, and it will absolutely be amazing. But kind of wrapping things up here, you got anybody, and I mean anybody, you want to shout out here?
I'd like to shout out my team for always being there for me and being so understanding if I couldn't make it to a certain tryout or a certain game. And I just like to say that they're the best. I'd also like to give a shout out actually to Boosty. He has overcome so much this season with having practically his whole team except for one player leaving, and that was his 5 cell. And for a captain to do that and still be in the finals is incredible to me. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I probably would have just quit the league or something. I don't know. But I really like to shout out Boosty for that because it was an amazing thing that he's done.
Yeah, and it was an absolute pleasure to be able to interview you